Hello everybody, Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, reacting to the Toronto Raptors 93-91 win against the Orlando Magic. Now, before we get into this game and the game winner and all that cool stuff, I just want to thank all you guys. At the end of last video, it was a longer video, it was about 25 minutes long. We said if you made it, I said, kind of jokingly threw it out there, if you made it to the end of that video, you get a shout out on this podcast, and we had so many people make it through the vid, and we really appreciate your guys' support. You made a lot of nice comments. We read through them all, and you know, if we missed anyone, we want to for sure let us know. We'll shout you out on the next one, but I think I got through everyone. I got through the Instagram DMs too, so you could also DM us there, and we'll give you a shout out on that front from this game, so definitely stay in tune to the Instagram. But you know, where the shoutouts are coming to the end because it's a huge list and we want to get right into this game. But before I break down the game, I just want to thank you guys. You guys know how much we appreciate your support, commenting on every vid, liking the vids, you know, just giving your feedback. We really appreciate that, and you know, it means a lot to me and Riker. But anyways, this game, the Toronto Raptors, 93 points, and they came out on top against the Orlando Magic. Now, the Magic, a lot of people are saying that we should blow out the Magic and absolutely destroy them. The Magic have been good this season. They're 9-9. I know it's nothing too fantastic, but they're playing very good basketball. Aaron Gordon's been playing out of his mind this year. Nikola Vucevic is a very strong player. You know, we all know what Evan Fournier does to the Raptors. So they are a very, you know, competent NBA team. This isn't a team that we should feel bad about winning only by 2 points, but we started the game with a solid lead. It looked like we were going to handle our business against the Orlando Magic, and then to the Magic's credit, they got back in this game, and a lot of that has to do with Evan Fournier's play. He played very well this game. He always does against the Toronto Raptors, so nothing new there. But anyways, the Magic came back, and it looked pretty neck and neck for a while down the stretch of this game, and it's tough to see the Raptors blowing leads and not be able to put their foot on the gas when they gain a little bit of a lead and not let the team back in. But the Magic played well. I want to give them credit before we break down all the Raptors side of things. And tonight, there wasn't one real standout player for Toronto. The scoring was pretty widespread. You know, Kawhi led the way with 18 points, 6 rebounds, 8 of 16 shooting. Just a solid game for Kawhi. He's our superstar. He's our best player. You usually expect to get a bit more out of Kawhi, but He's been having his ups and downs lately, so we're fine with 18 points and a W. That's fine. Pascal Siakam, 15 points, 9 rebounds. Doing his thing, 7 for 11 from the field, always efficient. Didn't hit any threes, though. We want to see Siakam's tray ball start dropping a bit more, and then he becomes, you know, Giannis with a jump shot. That might be his new nickname if he starts getting that tray ball down, but you know, solid game from Siakam. Serge Ibaka, once again, schooled Nikola Vucevic in the post a few times. 14 points, 9 rebounds. He's been playing well this year. 0 for 3 from the three-point line. I'm fine with him shooting a few of those, but obviously Serge Ibaka's best equipped to score in the paint. That's why he's thriving at the center position. So Serge played well. Lowry had a iffy start to this game, 9 and 7 for the game. Hit a couple of decent three-pointers. All his points came off threes, but we want to really see Kyle Lowry get back into that second option on the offensive end, creating for people like he was at the beginning of the season and getting his own shot. That's what we want to see out of Kyle Lowry. If the Raptors want to be blowing out teams like the Magic and getting back to, you know, clear-cut best team in the Eastern Conference, we need Lowry playing at a higher level. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think, but in my opinion, Kyle Lowry really needs to step it up. He's been in a bit of a funk the past few games. 3 for 8 from the three-point line tonight, so not awful shooting. So hopefully this means he's going to turn it around. And the man of the night, Danny Green, 13 points. But 2 of those points came at a very clutch moment in this game. We're going to get straight into the Kawhi you do him like that play of the day. Getting it out of the way early because Danny Green deserves it. Hit a game winner against the Orlando Magic, which was, you know, pretty clutch. It was a very clutch shot. It was kind of an awkward pass, a few guys on him, and he hit a mid-range jump shot to win the game, which is, you know, super exciting. Probably everyone thought the ball was going to Kawhi or Lowry or even Fred. Fred loves those big shots, but no, it was Danny Green who hit the cold-blooded mid-ranger to shut out the Orlando Magic. So that was great to see. Danny Green, always a lights-out shooter, played very well tonight. You know, and he had to redeem himself. Evan Fournier blew past him to get the finishing, the tie-him-up dunk, so it was only right for Danny Green to end the game for him at the end. So shout out to Danny Green. great shot, great game, great player. Leading the league in every advanced statistic, it seems like. So, lots of love for Danny Green. We got to make another video on him, just his impact on this team, because he's been great for us all season. Love Danny Green, what he's been doing. Taking a look at the bench, Fred bounced back against the Chicago Bulls over the weekend, but tonight still didn't look like the Fred VanVleet we were used to. Didn't make many bad decisions. Played more of a competent, not all over the place game, was making smart decisions, but the shots weren't going in. Only 4 points for Fred, but 5 assists, which is solid. So hopefully that decision making will remain, and Fred will get his scoring touch back. Once Fred gets it cooking, the Toronto Raptors, it's over for the rest of the league. Once Fred gets cooking, the bench mob's going to get cooking, and no one knows what to expect. No one can handle the mob plus our ridiculous starting unit. So I'm really excited for Fred to get it turned around. DeLon Wright, same kind of boat. 4 points. Had a really nice Euro step at one point in this game. Kind of threw it up behind his head. It was a little bit of a circus shot, so that makes up for his not crazy impact on this game. Two of the guys always play solid defense. And Jonas, 8 points, 6 rebounds. Not too big of a game for Jonas. He hasn't been doing too much as of late, and hopefully he can get back into that dominant center duo that Serge Ibaka and Jonas were to start the season. But the guy, the man, the myth, the legend that I want to give a solid shout out to tonight. And, the DeMar Carroll Gold Star, it's going to all of us. Where the segments are all over the place in this podcast. The DeMar Carroll Gold Star, it's going to me, it's going to Riker, it's going to all of us as Toronto Raptors fans, because we have been disrespecting the MVP. We've been disrespecting the MVP this season. Former G League MVP Lorenzo Brown, he's come out in a few games and, not hit some shots, and when we see him on the court, you look at chat rooms on the streams, you look at Twitter, you look at whatever, Lorenzo Brown comes to the game, everyone's sighing and, a bit shook, but tonight, I want to give a shout out to Lorenzo Brown, silencing the haters, proving why he's a MVP. Because he had 8 points tonight, not huge numbers, but played really solid defense. He went 2 for 5 from 3, but when he first came in, he hit his couple 3-point shots, which was great. Lorenzo Brown, if he can be productive on the offensive end, he can definitely be a quality NBA player. It's just that consistency on the offensive end is where he struggles, and because his defense is pretty ridiculous. I got to give him credit on that front. He gets low in his stats. He plays great. He's one of our fellow clamp gods on the Toronto Raptors with OG and Kawhi, but maybe not to that level. But he's a very solid defender. If he can just get his offensive consistency going, and hit a couple shots and not be wild on the offensive end, I think he can contribute to an NBA team. Obviously, it's just one game, and we'll see how it goes from here, but I just want to give a shout out. Lorenzo Brown, he gets a lot of hate from Raptors fans. When he has a good game, got to give the guy a shout out. So good job, Lorenzo Brown. And, we've already busted out all the segments, so we may as well get into the final one, the OG's play of the night. It's not going to a specific play for me. I'm giving the OG's moment of the night to Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross, I haven't seen the guy, not going to lie, haven't watched many Magic games this year, but Terrence Ross, love the guy. Former Raptor, fan favorite. Everyone loves T. Ross. Dunk champion, had 51 points. But haven't seen the guy in a while. He was injured for a lot of last season, so it was nice to just see him play. But he's got this new haircut. And the OG's is going maybe to me as well again, because I got a conspiracy theory. Terrence Ross has got a new haircut. He's got a new haircut. It's looking fly. I got to respect it. I'm giving him credit on that haircut. It's looking nice. But he's getting the braids going. He doesn't look like Kawhi Leonard yet. But I'm saying Terrence Ross is pulling for Kawhi Leonard to leave the Toronto Raptors next summer so he can come in and just replace Kawhi Leonard. I think that's his strategy. He's trying to grow out the hair like Kawhi and maybe just sneak his way into the Raptors organization, because we all know how much he loved playing for Toronto and he loved the city, and I'm sure he's liking it in Orlando as well, but I think he's just trying to look like Kawhi and come back to the Raptors and sneak his way in, and maybe Messiah give him a max contract. Conspiracy theory, let me know what you think of the conspiracy theory in the comment section below. It's obviously a meme, but wouldn't mind seeing T. Ross back in a Raptors jersey. Probably, Riker, good thing Riker's not on this podcast, because he'd be sighing, and, as much, if you listen to the last podcast, I'm not the biggest fan of Bradley Beal. Riker has a greater distaste for Terrence Ross than I do for Bradley Beal. obviously for different reasons, as obviously Bradley Beal's killed our team being an opponent of the Raptors, and in Riker's opinion, Terrence Ross killed our team being on the Raptors. So I just got to give his perspective while he's not on the podcast. But I love Terrence Ross. Maybe he's trying to sneak his way back in. I couldn't find an OG's play tonight, so I had to give it to T. Ross. But anyways, the Toronto Raptors, it was an ugly win. Rare you see two teams score under 100 points in a game in today's NBA, but Raptors looking like the grit and grind Grizzlies. That's who they're looking like. But they got the win. They're 14-4 now. They're still at the top of the East. So good job, Toronto. We had that. We're getting over that rough patch of games, and hopefully we turn it around. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, I'm cutting this one short for the game reaction. Because there wasn't too much to talk about. If I missed anything, let me know in the comment section below. If you want me to talk for Evan, I'll talk about the Magic for a second. Terrence Ross looked like Terrence Ross out there. Not too many buckets, not too many points, but just T. Ross being T. Ross. Mo Bamba has got a great song, but I like him get some more run. If you got that song, you got to get some more run and show your stuff. So maybe the Damari Carroll Gold Star show went to Steve Clifford for not playing Mo Bamba more minutes, but Vucevic always plays well against us. 18 rebounds for Vucevic tonight. Very good game. Aaron Gordon didn't have a nasty game, but 16 points, 9 rebounds, and I already mentioned it. Evan Fournier, if he's playing against the Toronto Raptors, you start him on your fantasy lineup because he's going to put in close to 30 points, and he did that tonight, 27 points. The Magic have been good. The Magic are a solid team. I mentioned this at the beginning of the pod. They're a good team. They're a good squad. Played well against us tonight. But I mentioned at the beginning of the pod, we got to get to the shoutouts, and there's a lot of them, and so I want to get them started right now because I have no idea how long it's going to take. I have a giant list made up, a couple of pages of list, and I want to preface this by saying I apologize if I mess up your name. Definitely let me know. I'll correct it next podcast, but that I'm getting through the list. It's going to be a combination of my poor literary skills and extremely poor handwriting. I'm looking at this list that I wrote now, and I cannot read my own writing. So apologies. I'm a computer science major, not English, so don't flame me for poor handwriting and poor pronunciation. Anyways, getting right into it. Enzo Minicucci, Phil Crompton. No, I'm not from Compton. England is my city. I just threw that in. Jake Paul memes. I'm not even going to edit that out. Going to leave it in there. Robert Gradit, Doge Master, Zane Khan, Jason Zhang, Brett Wallace, Kristen Metanik, I believe it is, James Armstrong, Hardy Zhang, Jamaica Bailey. I think I wrote that very poorly on my board, so apologies. Oh, we have a Lithuanian, so definitely don't be afraid to flame me on this pronunciation. Imantas Augustin Vincius. That's what I'm rocking with. Matthew Jackson, I believe those are one name. I believe that's one name. Reich, I like it. Kind of sounds like Riker. Blake from Toronto. Shout out to Blake. Kalen Holst, I believe that is. Shazad Sheikh. That's awful. I apologize. I'm genuinely sorry for how bad I am at this. Dixie Normus. That name always gets thrown around. Pezzo. Carl Del Rosa. Gabriel Nori. I apologize. Joe Reeve. James Bond. Oleg Alkazov. We got next on Instagram, Black Champagne. We got JC from TO. Shout out to JC from TO. You're always in the comment section. You've been there forever. Shout out to you, my guy. Definitely big shout outs. Alex Quinn. Appreciate your support. Uncle Vim, you're named after a quality text editor. Nate Collins. We got David Manaz. We got Kumi Orade. Kunami. I gotta get this one. Kunami Oraid. Please let me know if I'm definitely messing this up. We got Bitcoin Turner. A question for Bitcoin Turner. The crypto market's crashing. What are your thoughts? Buy my Dash coin. That's all I have to say. We got Dr. John Icelander. I really should have typed these names, not handwritten them. That was a poor decision on my front. We got Amandeep, maybe. Yep. Cool name, respected. Hooper Handles from the UK. Shout out to you from the UK, overseas listeners. Matthew Bartle, shout out to you. Julian Torchia, Joseph Egan. We got Alex. It's Lilham. Shout out to Alex. It's Lilham. Respected. We got Morse Code. We got DJ Benny Tay dropping those beats. We got Paul, just a regular, simple Paul. We got Danny Sadu. We got Avery Collins Batchus. We got Kevin B. We got Mark. Shout out to Mark. You're the man. Andres Mendez. I believe that says. We got Sipper. Good job. Shout out to Sipper. We got Jason Chen. We got Alex Chong. We got the Profeta. We have Dasim Brabant. I think that's your name. Yo, shout out to Dasim. He gave the pronunciation in the comment. I apologize if I wrote it down wrong. That would be embarrassing for putting that out there. But shout out to you for putting your pronunciation down. We got Bobby from Australia. We got a wide range of listeners. I love it. We got Ryan H. Shout out to Ryan H. We got A. Shout out to A. We got 1768 Matthew. Thanks for listening, buddy. We got Ishfarl Nafis. I love it. Love the names out here. FaZe Zemos. Thanks for listening. We got Paulo Lacata. We got Kira Cam. We got Louis LeBron or Leleron. I don't know if that's a B or not. These are totally on me. My handwriting is atrocious. It's very bad. I'm embarrassed at this. But we got Louis LeBron. Yeah, I'm rocking with LeBron. Josh Morning. Nice. We got Nabil Veracia. Nice. We're on the last column of names. We got Aiden Demers. Shout out to Aiden. We got Jason. Thanks for listening, bro. We got Ben McInnes. Thanks for listening. Benjamin Kirby. We got a couple Bens. Quality name, most definitely. We got Josh Din, I want to say. Shout out to Josh. Jeff, you're the man, Jeff. We got at Fly God Shells. Thanks for listening, Fly God Shells. It's a quality name. Steve Yusuf. Thanks for listening, bro. Jason H, not just Jason. Jason H here. Thanks for listening, my guy. We got Tahal. We got Leo Han. We got Joe M. We got Gufran, I think. We got Nure. We got Mo. And finally, we got Jace Kremen. Yeah. Ended it off on a tough note. And I know someone DM'd us from Instagram as well. Owen the Baller. You get the final shout out. Shout out to you, my guy. So, anyways, through that list, not sure how long that took, but definitely I apologize for messing up 90% of those names, but it's a thought that counts. We really appreciate you guys commenting on our videos, getting through the whole thing. Your support is, we appreciate you guys so much. Riker could be on the pod tonight, but he's definitely messaging me saying thank you to you guys as well. So thanks from both of us. We're going to keep coming back for post-game pods, segment pieces, all that cool stuff. And definitely check out Courtside Connect. That stuff has been popping. The videos are coming left, right, and center on that channel. So we really appreciate if you guys check that out. If I did mess up your name, I think I mentioned it before. Let me know in the comments. I'll try and fix it, or DM me on Instagram. I'm better at responding and seeing the Instagram DMs. So, anyways, that's it. Toronto Raptors win. Long list of shout-outs. I'm signing off. Cheers.